Welcome back, Generals. I'm Mason Dotson.
And I'm Pierce Monroe, and today we're going to start you out with Heritage Happenings. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, guys. Nathan McCoy here for your Heritage Happenings. Moving on now, and listen up, underclassmen. Have you taken time to register for your classes for next year? If not, you need to jump on it. It's really easy, and you can take care of it online again this year. Simply log on to your hhsgenerals.com for more information. And finally, if round ball is your game, our boys and girls team will take the court in region tournaments early next week. The girls will start off on Monday, while the boys will take on Pickens County on Tuesday. This will be played down at Northwest High School in Tunnel Hill, Georgia. Now, let's get you over to Cooper for your weather forecast.
Thanks, Nathan, for those great announcements. Now let's get you to our weekend weather forecast. Friday, it will be sunny with a high of 67 and a low of 34. Then on Saturday, it will be partially cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 39. And for Sunday, it will remain cloudy and there will be a high of 44 and a low of 27. Now let's get you back to our anchors for more news.
Thanks, guys, and nice job as always.
Into the news now. HHS and HOSA held a school blood drive earlier this week in hopes to help our community.
Yes, and our student body responded in a big way.
And they always do with these types of events. Here's 5-star news reporter Seth Futch and Owen Bryant with the report.
So the blood drive is going great right now. We have a smaller blood drive, and we'll have a bigger one in April. But we're having a really great time. Everybody's saving some lives today. You know, if you donate, you save 3 lives. So it's major that we have people come out and donate. So thank you to all the students and teachers who are out here donating. We really appreciate it. So far, I think we're around 10 people, and we're going to get about 25, 30 people in today donating blood. So that's about, 60 people's lives, 60 to 90 people's lives changed.
Yesterday's blood drive was about seniors who are trying to earn the Cord of Courage to graduate with extra honors. If they have 6 donations, they get the red cord. If they have 10 donations, they get the double cord. And so we had a lot of seniors who were really close. So yesterday was kind of a smaller blood drive, but we are going to have a big one for everybody in the spring that's going to be open to the community and family and whoever we can get in.
Congrats to all that donated, and if you didn't get to donate, you can donate later this semester.
And moving on now to some Heritage High School beats.
Beats?
Well, HHS does have a pretty jazzed up way of using music for its school bells.
Oh yeah, that type of beats.
That type of beats. Well, I've always wondered how that music is chosen.
I just always saw it as Mr. Bradford living out his DJ fantasies.
Well, to my knowledge, that's pretty close. But we've got our 5-star news reporters asking him how it's chosen and how it all started.
So we have several different themes that we go on. Right now we have a country and like a pop music list. Students will sometimes give me recommendations. Sometimes I'll just pick up songs. My daughters will make suggestions every once in a while. And then we'll have weeks like FFA week where the FFA students may choose the songs for that week. So different ways I'll get suggestions for different songs.
Randomly, just old people music.
Probably from a playlist on YouTube.
I don't know, man. I guess they're just like, this is a pretty cool song. What if we put it on the bell? And then they were just like, what if I put this on the bell? And then they put it on the bell. I think they did that.
Sure, they are. It sometimes takes me a while to get a song on the list. I have to read the lyrics for the song. Then I have to download it, edit it to fit the 1-minute bell time that we have. So it does take a little while, and and sometimes I'll pick different themes. Like in January, I tried to have some really uplifting songs. So I went through and picked some brand new songs that we hadn't had before. Some of the songs, if you've been a teacher here for a while, you've heard all these songs many times, and they get a little old after a while. It just depends. Like FFA month or FFA week, we'll play those that week. We have December songs, we have Halloween songs. But usually, after about 3 weeks of play, people get tired of those songs and want to hear something new.
Thanks, Pinner and Ethan, for that report. I have been told that you do learn something new every day.
Sure do, especially if you tune into the 5-Star News 2 days a week.
That's right, but we're going to take a break from learning for a minute or two.
Now for a commercial break and then sports.
Alex and Anderson will catch us up on our boys and girls final regular season basketball games and also our 5-star dancers' first place pom performance last week at Mill Creek.
Stick around, sports is next.
Dang, I'm out of water. Kobe.
Pick that up.
Don't be mean. Keep heritage clean.
I don't always come out of my hobbit hole. But even I recognize, today, it's a pretty special day. I bet you didn't even know what day it was. Though, neither did I. I just have my phone remind me. Though, Valentine's is a pretty special day. It's just that one time you can devote to spending with your significant other. Though, we know what Valentine's Day is truly about. It's about gifts. It's about chocolate and getting flowers. Though, I do hope you get your significant other some flowers and chocolate. Because I know I'll be getting mine some.
Here we are again, Generals. Alex and Anderson with your General Sports Action on this Friday, February 11th.
Yes, and we are happy to be here for you guys, and today we have basketball, baseball, and dancing to talk about.
Dancing?
I said it, Alex, but we'll get to our dancers in a few minutes, because we want to talk about basketball first today on the show.
All right, I got you. Let's talk b-ball then. Our ladies took the Taj floor last Tuesday, looking to knock off region opponent Central Carrollton.
Yep, and they beat up the Lady Lions pretty bad in their first meeting last month too, but this one wouldn't be as easy.
Could Coach Elkins get the job done? Here's 5-star sports reporters Brody Irvin, Charlie Williams, and Claire Martin with the game recap.
We got a big win last night against Central Carrollton at home. Good way to end the season, the regular season, on a winning note. I thought the girls played a really good second half. We've made some minor adjustments at halftime, but I thought they played a lot faster, a lot more competitive in the second half, and kind of pushed that lead out that we had at halftime to about 20. So ended up getting a good win, good confidence booster leading into next week, which is the region tournament. So I always try to treat this like two different seasons. First season was regular season. Now we're moving on to the playoffs, which is a completely different season, survive and advance kind of mentality. So I think we've got to do a good job getting prepared for that. We've got a few days off to get ready practice-wise and prepare for whoever we play on Monday, which we really don't know that yet until we flip a coin with Northwest to see who the 2 seed is. So once we have that figured out, we'll start game planning and give it a go and see if we can't, make some headway in the region tournament and get a win.
Yesterday's win was a big one for us because it put us in a really good seed for the region tournament, which I'm pretty sure we're the 2 seed, so that means we'll probably play Monday against Southeast or Ridgeland. And last night we kind of struggled in the first half because I think everybody was just coming out slow and it was kind of a mental thing. But after halftime, we all talked about it, and then we all went out there and performed and worked on our defense, and we were all helping each other and pushing each other if somebody was down, and everybody just did our job, and I think that's why we succeeded so well.
Well, congrats, ladies, for getting it done. Now good luck in the region tournament next week down at Northwest High School.
Now to the boys. And if you could sum up this year's boys season in a few words or a short saying, it could be close but no cigar.
Yes, and that old saying remained true last Tuesday as a gutsy effort by Coach Terry's boys fell a little short as Central connected on a 3-point shot with 1 second on the clock to beat our boys 46-43.
Here's a look back at the tough loss and some player reactions to the game.
So Tuesday night we had our last regular season game, a region game against Central. They're the number 1 seed on the boys' side, and we played them right down to the wire. The guys played pretty tough all night. as usual, we had a few costly turnovers here and there, and gave up a rebound here or there. But most of the night we were locked in and played really well. Carson Green had a good night. Gallman put the ball in the hole a little bit for us, like usual. Ryan Heat made some huge rebounds down the stretch. So a lot of guys stepped up and played well. Really proud of the effort. We got beat on a shot at the end of the game, but went toe-to-toe with the number 1 seed in the region, so pretty proud of that.
Okay, we racked up our regular season schedule yesterday, actually. We lost at the buzzer by 3. Central hit a buzzer beater on us, but we played good, and hopefully we can bring some of this energy and momentum into the region tourney.
So it was a hard-fought game. We ended up losing by 3 points to a buzzer beater, but we really played hard. We've been practicing all week, and we're prepared for next week's region tournament, actually. We play Pickens this upcoming Tuesday at Northwest, so we're really prepared for that for the first round of regions, and hopefully we can go on and win it all.
Next week we head down to Northwest for the region tournament. We're matched up with Pickens for the first game. We beat them twice, but both games were really close, so it'll be exciting tournament down there. I think we got a good shot. We're going to put a good plan together this week and get the boys ready to go.
We play Pickens in the first round, and hopefully we can pick up a win there, and we'll play Central Carroll, who we lost to last night, in the second round. Congratulations to Caleb Gallman for making all-region, and yeah, hopefully we can just make some noise in the tournament next week.
I'm excited about our opportunities next week. If we can get past Pickens, we'll get another rematch with Central in the semifinal. So looking forward to all that. Hopefully we can do well, qualify for state, and make some noise next week.
Man, that's a tough way to lose one, Alex.
Yep, but coming that close to the number 1 seed is something positive for our team as they prep for next week's region tournament.
Yes, and as basketball starts to hit tournament time, spring sports are just starting to get cranked up.
They sure are, and our soccer teams have been up and at 'em for a week or two now.
And this week, both our boys and girls teams were over at LFO matching up with the Warriors.
The girls got a big 9-0 shutout.
And the guys fought to their second tie of the year. Here's 5-star sports reporters Evan Wingrove and Brandon Hamilton with the girls recap, and myself and Alex with the guys.
This Monday we went out to LFO to play some soccer. The girls played really well. We jumped right on them. It's pretty dominant. I think we had 4 goals in about the first 5 minutes of the match. It was 8-0 at halftime. Just really pretty dominant performance. At the same time, there's some things we need to work on and get a little better, and we're going to work on that this week at practice. But really proud of the girls. The start this year has been fantastic, and we're way ahead of where we were last year at this point. So really looking forward to the season.
Okay, we won 9-0 last night, and it was kind of easy because LFO is kind of bad. But Emma Walter did good in goal, and so did Emily. And we had good ball movement, and yeah.
All right, last night we played LFO, and we ended up drawing 2-2. We had some bright spots. It was all right. First half was a little rough. We conceded off 2 handballs, free kicks, played solid defense. They didn't pose much of a threat. But there was some solid play throughout the field, I felt like. The wings struggled a little bit, but I mean, it comes in time. Offense was a little slow at start, but.
So the guys' soccer team went to LFO, and it was a difficult game. I don't think that we played as well as we can. We have a lot of work to do in the center field as far as getting kids in the right positions, and Evan Walmsley continues to save the backfield for us, playing more of a sweep position, which we need to maybe pull him up into a mid position. But overall, the guys are learning kind of what they need to do, where they need to improve, and we'll just keep pushing forward.
By the end of the day, we netted 2 goals, and it was pretty solid. Probably could have had a couple more. Chances weren't great. We started up in the midfield, played all right. I don't know, same thing. Strong performances from a couple players, and then, I mean, it was pretty good. I felt like we had the chances there, but we didn't really finish, and we got to do better.
Moving on now to dance, and Coach Chapler's girls were down at Mill Creek High School last weekend competing in the Mill Creek Invitational Dance Competition.
Our girls are pretty tough in palms, and they proved that and then some last week, Alex, by taking first place in that competition.
Wow, what an achievement. Here's 5-Star Sports reporters Brody Irvin, Charlie Williams, and Claire Martin with their story.
Heritage High School, you may begin.
So the dance team competed this past weekend at Mill Creek, and it was our last regional competition of the season. And it was the first time that we've gotten first place all season, and also the first time in 2 weeks that we've had the entire team together. So this was only our second time out of 4 competitions having like every single member of our team together, because some people have gotten COVID every week. So it was great to have everybody back together, and I feel like we really worked efficiently as a team, and that's why we won. And now we're all just excited because we have state this weekend, and we feel like we stand a chance against all the other teams, and we're just ready to work hard this week and hopefully win at state.
We danced at McIntosh Saturday, and we ended up winning, which was really exciting, and we're excited about state coming up this weekend. I think we have a really good chance, but you never know, so we'll see.
Congrats, ladies, and good luck this weekend as well.
And finally, some baseball news to get to you, Anderson.
Yes, opening day is just around the corner, and our Generals baseball team received a pretty good confidence booster heading into the season.
The prestigious Georgia Dugout Club released their first state rankings of the year, and our Generals were tabbed as the 9th best team in the state of Georgia in 4A.
Pretty impressive, Alex, but what does our team think about these rankings?
Well, if I had to guess, Coach Beagles doesn't read much in these type of rankings.
Well, let's find out more from Coach and a few players.
Yeah, as far as the preseason rankings go, we really don't put a whole lot of credence into that, because that's really, it's really someone just coming up with an estimation of how the season's going to go based on how you've done in the past, and it's really unfair to this team, this 22 team. Because they really haven't had a chance to do anything yet.
The Georgia Dugout Club rated us at number 9 in the state for 4A. I think that's a pretty fair ranking as of now. We're going to have to work pretty hard and prove to everybody that we deserve more.
So we just kind of take that with a grain of salt, but we do know that there'll be a lot of opportunities, a lot of challenges this year that will test us early and get us ready for our region play. Playing Gordon Lee twice, playing Ringgold twice, 2 teams that are year in, year out and run deep in the playoffs and so forth. So that'll be a good test for us, a good opportunity for us to get us ready for our region. And our region will be stacked again with some teams like Cedartown, Northwest. Those teams have always, year in, year out, done a good job, and it'll be a good challenge for our guys.
So we got ranked 9th in the preseason for 4A. That's pretty good, but there's a lot of things we definitely still need to work on, and if we can get those things down, I say we could probably even go up and make a run into the off season.
Thanks for sports, you guys. And Alex, you're right. Coach Beagles doesn't put much thought in on preseason rankings.
Now onto some entertainment for you this Friday.
Yes, and our rides guys are back at it again. More movies and cars on this segment.
It's a trend. Here's Noah, Shane, and Braden with HHS Rides.
Rides.
Yes, I've been asked to talk about my favorite car from a movie or a television show, and I'm not a huge moviegoer, and I don't really watch a ton of TV really anymore either. I like to watch sporting events, but back in the day, I did have a few cars that I liked from some movies and some TV shows. From the movies, I always liked whatever James Bond was driving. He had some pretty cool things, but I also like cartoons. I know that's kind of crazy, but I love to get up on Saturday morning and watch a couple of cartoons. Speed Buggy was one of them, and Hong Kong Phooey was another one. And Hong Kong Phooey drove this weird car. I don't even know how you would describe it. It was kind of neat. But Speed Buggy was awesome. I just loved the actors in that, or not actors, but the characters in that. And I love the car of Speed Buggy. He did all kind of crazy things. He had his eyes with the where the lights are. It's kind of like Cars before Cars with Speed Buggy. And I remember I had a lunchbox in about 5th or 6th grade that was Speed Buggy. And I just loved carrying that. So I guess that's kind of weird. But anyway, Speed Buggy was my favorite one.
I'd say for my favorite, my favorite car from either a TV show or movie, probably the Batmobile from the Batman movies, because it's just, number one, it's iconic. You associate it with Batman. He's always riding around doing, all these special things with it. He's got a cannon in the back that propels it forward really quickly. He's got the ability to, convert it into different vehicles. He's able to shoot grappling hooks and be able to drive up the side of buildings and whatnot. So, I mean, it's pretty fly. So, I'd say the Batmobile is one of my favorites.
Okay, so my favorite vehicle from movies or television would be a Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler from the original Jurassic Park movie. I've had several Jeeps since I was 17. I've just about always had a Jeep, and those Saharas with the green seats and the Jurassic Park paint job are really cool. So I would think that would be my favorite of any TV or movie.
Speed Buggy, Coach Green. Really, I expected better from you.
Yeah, kind of lame for sure.
Well, with that out of the way, we're going to move you guys on now to some hidden talents.
Have you heard he's going to be on it this week?
I did overhear something about forensic science teacher Hunter Johnston making an appearance with his skills as a former basketball player.
Well, let's see if he made the cut. Here's Seth Futch and Owen Bryant with HHS Talents.
I'm Seth Futch.
And I'm Owen Bryant.
And this is Heritage Hidden Talents.
4th edition.
So I don't know if you would call this a hidden talent, because this was something that happened 25 or more years ago, but I was able as a high school basketball player to win a state championship on my high school basketball team. So I graduated high school in a small school in Chattanooga, Boyd Buchanan High School. My graduating class had 43 people in it, a very small school. So in the state tournament, which in Tennessee was held in Murfreesboro at Middle Tennessee State University, our first round we played, oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name of the team we played first round. But the last two games, I'll say this to get to your question. The last two games we played, we won by 1 point apiece. The semifinal game was against the number one ranked team in the state. They're Trenton Peabody was the name of the team. And then the final game was against Perry County. And Perry County had a guy who was 6'10", who ended up playing at the University of Indiana and eventually made it to the NBA. So, and I had to guard him. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not really all that talented, Seth, but as a kid, I liked playing video games, and I got pretty good at some of them. And I guess a hidden talent, it's kind of lame, but I like to play Miss Pac-Man when I don't have anything to do. So at home, I play the old video game Miss Pac-Man. I got pretty good at it. I can't, beat it until it runs out of, 999 million or whatever it is, and the game shuts off. But I have gotten a high score of 348,000, I think, on my the game I have at home. And I just like playing it. It's kind of a stress reliever for me. I get mad at it sometimes, though. But I just like the game. I mean, it's nothing like the new games that are out right now. It's just an old game we used to have to play for a quarter back in the day. And I just got pretty good at it. I like playing it. I enjoy it. And I don't know if it's a talent or not. Video game, it might not be a talent, but I practiced it a lot, and I'm pretty good at it. I can beat most people around my house that don't play it. But 344,000 on Miss Pac-Man is a pretty good score, and I want to get up to 500,000. So I'm still playing it, and I play it in the turbo mode, so it's really fast. I like doing that, and yeah, it's not as good as Hunter Johnston's winning a state championship in basketball, but 344,000 on Miss Pac-Man is a tough score to beat. I can guarantee you nobody here at this school can beat it.
Wow, Hunter Johnston, a state champ back in the day.
Yes, and love those sideburns.
Me too. That's some real old school stuff right there. But that'll wrap up this Friday edition of the 5 Star News. And before we let you guys go, this upcoming Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. We got the Rams with Matthew Stafford and the Bengals with Joe Shiesty facing up against each other.
Who's everybody picking? Let's hear it.